if you think about the Advisor Act and you think about what advisors have stood for over the past many, many years, decades and decades of services, an entire industry has been born. And these are individuals who work personally with their clients. They work in communities with their clients. They're small businesses in most all cases, and they behave like small businesses. Their work that they do with their clients, because they're enabled by the Advisory Act and acting as a fiduciary, the work that what they do with them so much transcends even the financial markets. It gets into the planning aspects of individuals' lives. It gets into the coaching aspects of individual lives. And in some cases, it gets into the personal lives of the individuals and their families. And it's generational. We see that advisors retain almost 100% of their clients year over year. It's a culture. I mean, when you think about enacting something that's principally based, and it talks about a fiduciary standard, that has very little to do with the rule book. That has a lot to do with individuals who help to lead in that kind of way. Individuals like, at the Investment Advisor Association and some of those other groups that I talk about forming around this industry, because inherently the advisor is always trying to do what's right for their client. But in all the support that they're receiving within the industry, everybody is trying to pass that support through all the way to that client, not just the advisor as a client, but the person that the advisor is helping with their financial well-being. I just would highlight that it takes the partnerships of firms, quite honestly, like ours, of organizations like the IAA, and it's going to take, I think, the infrastructure and the ecosystem, as I refer to it, of firms to make sure that they're coming together on things like regulation, making sure that where it's regulation or awareness, education, these are areas for us to strengthen our industry. And when we work together and we look in unison, even across competitive channels, it's so much more powerful. And there's plenty of opportunity. There's a lot of investors who still could be served better by models like this. And so I really encourage that we all continue to do that work together. We'll compete in the ways that we compete, but there's lots of ways we can be partners.